Singapore! It was such an overwhelming feeling that I'd finally made it to my first solo overseas trip. Singapore is one of the few city-states, meaning it is both a city and an independent nation. It takes less than an hour to get from one end of the main island to the other, and contains the southernmost point of Asia off the island of Sentosa. Chinatown's just a short walk away from the Airbnb where I was staying. My first stop was to the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple and Museum. This is home to what is believed to be one of Buddha's actual teeth. A lady suggested I start at the top with the orchid garden and make my way down. The actual floor where the tooth relic is kept can't be recorded, but the area surrounding the relic itself, called the Sacred Light Hall, is beautiful. And the structure holding the relic is made of pure gold. Behind the temple is the Chinatown Complex. The Hawker Center is where I got my first taste of authentic local food. I got herbal tea, braised pork belly, and almond milk soup. I personally think my chopstick skills are pretty on point. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button so that I can keep making more content like this for you and others to enjoy. If you've seen the movie Crazy Rich Asians or any pictures of Singapore, you've probably seen the Marina Bay Sands Hotel. This magnificent structure is made up of 3 towers and also houses gourmet dining and high-end shops. At the top of the 3rd tower is the SkyPark observation deck that overlooks all of Singapore. You know when you get somewhere and you're so tired, but then you eat some really good food and you just feel so warm and cozy? That is exactly how I felt at Mott 32. It took me a while to find this restaurant, but it was well worth it. I had jasmine tea and a bowl of scalloped prawn and crispy rice. Like every restaurant in Singapore, the staff was exceptional, and I felt treated like a princess. It's raining here in Singapore today, so I gotta pivot on what I was planning on doing. Thankfully, the rain wasn't too bad, and it didn't last long. Back down at Marina Bay, I checked out the famous merlion. Merlions are special to Singapore. The fish-like body represents their past as a fishing village, and the lion head connects partly to Singapore's original name as well as urban legend. Gardens by the Bay are another must-see site in Singapore. Amongst the surrounding garden, there are 3 domes. The first one is the Cloud Forest, which had an avatar exhibit at the time I went. The flower dome was cool, but at least for the time I went, it was mainly cactus. But it occurred to me that of course there might be cactus, since that's pretty unusual for Singapore. Unlike Texas, where I just came from. My favorite dome was the Floral Fantasy, which was pretty magical. One thing that's cool about Singapore is all the different light shows. Another notable place I ate at was Torasho Ramen and Charcoal Bar, where I got pork dumplings and skewers. I can't say that I had any bad food in Singapore. The place I chose to stay at was very compact, but still very nice. Okay, so this is the closet, and these are my packing cubes. Yay for packing cubes. This is my little charging adapter. I got my shoes and medicine down here. Here's my desk area. Also, this is my desk/staircase. This was my most expensive stay of the entire trip at $80 a night. I got some food at Maxwell Food Center. I see. Then took the cable car to Sentosa Island. The island has several beach areas, and the whole island is very much about recreational activities like theme parks and beach clubs. I was quickly running out of time, but I had to see the Botanical Gardens since it's a UNESCO heritage site and is representative of Singapore's tropical climate. That wraps up my 3-day trip to Singapore. Now on to Thailand.